All right, so today I'm going to be showing you how to put in the 2023 Colorado or Canyon and above rear cargo vault lights. Like if you have a bed liner and your dome light doesn't come down, you're not able to see, you can get these. First thing I kind of want to address, a lot of the videos say, basically what these are going to do is they're going to go over here on the side, just mount up like that. And then this wiring harness actually goes through a little hole right there. If you have a spray-in bed liner, like I do, it's pretty easy to get it through the hole just as it is. But a lot of people that have some different bed liners are having some issues getting it through. What you can actually do instead of cutting your bed liner is if you just take a little screwdriver like this back plug just comes right off. Just be careful. Like so. Don't know why the other side was so much easier, but whatever. Once you have that off, you can actually push this little top down, and this red thing will slip out. That's what keeps getting caught. Once you actually slip that red thing out, it's pretty easy to just come over here and find where that hole is, and then you can just kind of work this through. Like that, and then it'll just drop right down. And then once we go back underneath, we'll put that little red tab so it can hook it back up into the wiring harness there. But now we're going to attach these. There's two bigger holes right there. All we're going to do is we're going to take these tabs, we're going to stick them into that hole, use a 7mm socket, and just put those right down in place there. So I'll start over here with this left side. And obviously you don't want to over tighten these too much. There we go. Then we'll just head underneath and do the wiring. You should see it just kind of comes down here. This is our where it's going to hook into, and there's a little place. Let's see if I can get this up there. You can actually see there's a little hole, and the kit comes with a zip tie that'll zip through there. But this plug just comes out. That's what we're going to plug into, and you can see our main wire coming down. So what I'm going to do now is pop what we took apart back in there. So let's see. Yeah, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Slide our clip back into the top there. All right. Then once we slide our red piece back in, this will just pop right back in like so. Maybe if I have two hands. Boom, pops back in. And then that's what's gonna wire up once we run the main wiring harness. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll be right back and show you how we're gonna run and all that stuff. All right, so it's kind of dark, but this is what the dummy plug looks like. It was up there on the end of that wiring harness. That's where you're going to wire into. Basically, all you have to do is there's this little red tab that's going to be pushed forward. Just take your finger, flip that red tab back, and then you take your other finger and push down there, and you can slip this right off. That's then going to allow you to slip the next harness on, and then you'll be able to actually, those holes, it comes with stuff you can push into those. So you want to make this all nice so it doesn't move around and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug the first part of that harness here into there, and then that second part obviously into that light, and then we're just going to follow the same path through here that our trailer wire is, and we'll just zip tie right to that all the way to the other side, and then we'll hook up there with the included zip ties. And there's another hole just like that on the other side, so you can tie those connections down really, really well. So these little zip ties that have these little ends, they actually don't go underneath. There's a smaller hole right here where we slip that wire down. This actually plugs into that hole and just helps hold all this in place. On the other side, I did pull this out. I put this wire in front of this. I went ahead and pulled on the other side, and I'll do it on this one too. Pulled the light out and actually ran this behind. I don't know if you can see it, but that little tab up there, just to kind of keep it a little bit cleaner and get this out of the way. Same thing, that zip tie just pulls that in. But just make sure that you're using these up here because these won't fit in the holes under the truck. All right, so I really didn't use that many zip ties. I put there's 3 wires together there just to make it not rattle. Right there, right here where we come. So basically I just came over this and I just really just followed the exact same channel that you know, all the other wires were done through. Underneath there, up here, we came up and over, and there's actually a little slit that punches into up there, so it's not the circular one, it's the one that's more of an oval. But yeah, so we zipped that all up, had a ton of extra zip ties, but to once they're actually in, and I'm gonna snip these so you don't see any of that kind of dangling down there. But all you do to turn them on is just push your finger on them, hold for 3 seconds. They will automatically turn off, but go ahead and close this up and take a look how bright they are. If you were looking inside the bed, you know, do a really good job of actually showing you what's in there. So that's how you install the tailgate lights, especially if you have a bed cover on a 2023 and above Colorado or a GMC Canyon.